this is Maria. Welcome back to my channel. I'm currently in the new house where we haven't completely moved to yet, but plants have been moved about month and a half ago, I think. So I needed to do a temporary plant setup with the lights for those plants that are staying indoors. And since this is a new home and new trim and new paint everywhere, I really didn't want to make any holes on the ceiling or the walls, and I think I came up with a pretty clever idea by using Ikea shelves and zip ties, and I'm going to show you so you can maybe use this idea without, drilling or making any holes in your walls. And I also today wanted to talk to you about the Echeveria Decora and Echeveria Rainbow and propagate them and just show you how they're doing. So here it is, guys. You can find these shelves at Ikea. You can adjust them to any height you want, which is really nice. So I decided what height I want based on what distance of the lights from the plants I want, and then I used, as you can see here, zip ties to attach the lights. Actually, in some cases I didn't even use these hooks. With the spider farmer I had to use the hooks, but with the other lights, as you can see here, I have directly attached them with the zip ties to the shelf. They're pretty sturdy shelves. This is a king bowl light that I ended up removing the plants outside that were here, so I'm not using it at the moment, but I have hooked that light directly with the zip ties. So pretty sturdy shelves, and I haven't had any problem. And then there is a fan here that's running. This is a small pocket office that my husband will use. So for now, I'm keeping the plants, and I'm hoping in a few months to move them downstairs in the basement where I can have some kind of plant room. We'll see. So yeah, let's take a look now at the Echeveria Decora and Echeveria Rainbow. So this is my Echeveria Rainbow, guys. If you remember, I think it was either Christmas or my birthday when my husband got me a triple head Echeveria Rainbow that was in a pretty poor shape and started recovering well. These two are kind of still smaller, but the one that I beheaded is looking amazing. It really got bigger since I actually beheaded and rooted it and got her its own pot. Beautiful colors as well. The beheaded stem has grown another rosette, as you can see, really nice and healthy, but only one. And so I've been kind of considering maybe chopping off these because they have a kind of longer stems and they have been shooting roots. So I might do that and see if these tiny stems will grow any rosettes as well. And then I wanted to show you, I have bought from Plants of Joy at other time. This was bought about the same time or a little bit later. I ordered this one when the corona restrictions started, and a lot of people just like me had problems with mail coming during that time, from California at least. It was the worst. So this plant and Echeveria amitorum were lost. After 14 days, I've contacted the seller and I wanted refund because I just decided I had so much problem ordering from California and it was delayed that I just decided I'm not gonna order this for now. And they refunded me money. I lost hope about this plant, and after 3 weeks and 1 day, so 22 days, this plant arrived. That's been a while ago, more than a month ago. Echeveria amitorum was completely destroyed. I mean, have in mind they were traveling for 22 days, no light, no nutrients. The root was almost completely gone, dried up. The stem was etiolated, wrinkly. I decided not to throw away the Echeveria Rainbow because I felt like it has some life in it, and I think it did produce roots, and this is the growth that happened since I got it. But because it was such a weakened plant, it got mealybugs. You can see the distortion in here. I had to spray it with alcohol. So I am thinking about beheading this plant right here and trying to see if it's gonna root, and also fix this stem to look a little bit better. I would love eventually to have like a whole big pot of Echeveria rainbow because they're so beautiful. I noticed that this one doesn't have yet as much variegation as this one, for example, or this one here that's quite pale. So you can get all kinds of different, I mean, every Echeveria rainbow can have a little bit different variegation. So like I said, I'm thinking to cut this here and try to root it. So I'm gonna just, so here you go, guys. And I'm gonna have this one in a different pot. Just checking for mealybugs. Seems to be okay now. And then this still looks kind of very uneven. So now I'm thinking to cut it one more time and try to root this stem as well with some leaves. I have done this in the past. So you take just middle of stems with a few leaves and you tuck them in the soil, and they can eventually, you know, grow some rosettes as well. I see a little mealybug right here. Alright, so I can pull it out. Oh, it's pretty firm. So it definitely produced a root, so that's good. And then there was a one leaf that fell off, and it's actually, if you can see the little root starting to grow, so it's propagating itself. So I'm going to keep you updated on that as well. Now let me show you Echeveria Decora. So if you remember, guys, I bought Echeveria Decora in Meijer's grocery store. It was a really lucky purchase, lucky found, because these are kind of rare and I didn't know that they were quite expensive. I mean, I understand why, because they're beautiful. They have variegation, kind of like Echeveria rainbow. And all of these variegated Echeverias tend to be a little bit more pricey, but look at how interesting they are. So I beheaded the one that I had 2 stems, and it had a third stem that bloomed, had only bloom on it. And it took a while to root these. They were slower to root than some other ones that I had in the past. And the stems that I left, they didn't produce pups, you know, for a very long time. So I wanted to show you how interesting the stems are. So instead of growing like most of the Echeverias that I behead on the stem new rosettes, they were shooting them from the ground. So it took a little bit longer, but look at this, guys. There is 2 new stems growing here. Then there is 1 stem here, and then another stem here. And then there is one little rosette that's growing on this one little tiny rosette growing on this one. But this has been a long time. Like, I don't even know. I beheaded this like 2.5 months ago. So a little bit slower, but I think that they're absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to have a lot of them. So I'm really excited about that. As always, thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will see you soon in the next video.